Hey Pi family, I know you're tired. I know you've been mining for years, watching other people get rich off meme coins while you're sitting here wondering if you've wasted your time believing in something that might never pay off. I get it, because I've been there too. Today, I'm going to tell you something that might hurt, but it's something every single pioneer needs to hear. The PiCore team just made a decision that's either going to prove we were right all along, or it's going to show us we've been playing the wrong game entirely. Before I break this down for you, please hit up my Telegram and Facebook pages in the description. I share the real updates there, the stuff that doesn't make it into videos, and honestly you're going to need that support system for what's coming. Look, if you're still holding Pi after all this time, if you're still believing when everyone else is calling us crazy, then you deserve the whole truth. Hit that like button if you're ready to hear it, and subscribe because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything anymore. Let me be honest with you about what's really happening. Pi finally launched mainnet back in February, and we all celebrated, right? We thought this was it, this was our moment. But here we are in July, and Pi is trading around 50 cents, with analysts saying it might drop to 37 cents by the end of the month. That's not what we signed up for. The hardest part? Trading volume has dropped by 60% since May. People are literally walking away from Pi while we're still here, still believing, still hoping. I've been getting messages from pioneers who are scared, who are wondering if they should have jumped ship months ago to chase other opportunities. But here's what's eating at me. And I know it's eating at you too. The core team is telling us to ignore the price, ignore the exchanges, ignore everything the crypto world says matters. They're saying our Pi is only worth what we can do with it in their ecosystem. And I have to ask, what if they're wrong? What if while we're building this perfect utility-focused world, everyone else just moves on without us? Here's the thing that keeps me up at night, and I bet it keeps you up too. Every successful crypto project we've ever seen started with speculation. Bitcoin, Ethereum, even Dogecoin. They all got their initial boost from people trading them, getting excited about the price, creating buzz. Then utility followed. But Pi is trying to do it backwards. They're saying build the utility first and the value will come. It's either the most brilliant strategy in crypto history, or we're about to learn a very expensive lesson about how markets actually work. I've been in this space long enough to know that the market doesn't care about your noble intentions. The market cares about one thing. Can I make money? And right now, Pi is telling the entire crypto world that their way of making money is wrong. That's a dangerous game to play. The worst part is watching our community fracture. I see pioneers in my comments saying they're losing faith. I see people who mined for 3 years wondering if they should have just bought Bitcoin instead. The unity we had, it's cracking. And that terrifies me more than any price drop. We're at a crossroads and there are 3 ways this could go. The first path is vindication. Maybe, just maybe, Pi builds such an amazing ecosystem that millions of people start using it for real transactions. Maybe they prove that sustainable value beats speculation every time. If that happens, we could see Pi hit $1.20 or higher and we'll all look like geniuses for holding on. The second path is compromise. I'm seeing small signs that Pi might be softening their stance. They're making it easier for people to access wallets. They're becoming more flexible. Maybe they realize they need to meet the market halfway. If they can keep their utility focus, while acknowledging that price does matter, we might find a sweet spot. But then, there's the third path, and it's the one that scares me most. Complete irrelevance. Right now, technical analysts are showing 14 bearish signals against only 2 bullish ones. What if the crypto world just decides Pi isn't worth the wait? What if by the time we have all this utility, everyone's already moved on to the next big thing? I'm going to be brutally honest with you because you deserve that. If you're still holding Pi, you're making a bet against everything we know about how cryptocurrencies succeed. You're betting that this time will be different, that utility can drive value without speculation. I want to ask you something, and I want you to really think about it. When you look at your Pi balance, what do you see? Do you see future wealth, or do you see years of opportunity cost? Because that's the real question here. It's not just about whether Pi succeeds. It's about what else you could have done with your time and attention. The Pi ecosystem's success depends entirely on us, the pioneers. If we lose faith, if we stop participating, if we stop believing, then it doesn't matter what the core team builds. A utility-focused cryptocurrency is only as valuable as the community that uses it. But here's what I know about this community. We're fighters. We've held on this long when everyone else called us crazy. We've mined through the skepticism, through the delays, through the disappointments. If anyone can make this work, it's us. So where does that leave us? Honestly, I don't know. And anyone who tells you they know for certain how this ends is lying to you. What I do know is that we're part of something unprecedented. We're either part of the greatest experiment in cryptocurrency history, or we're learning the most expensive lesson about market dynamics ever taught. The next few months are going to determine everything. Whether Pi Network's utility-first approach changes how cryptocurrencies work forever, or whether we become a cautionary tale about ignoring market realities. If you're still with me, if you're still holding, if you're still believing despite everything, let me know in the comments. Tell me why you're still here. Subscribe if you want to go through this journey together, because whatever happens, we're going to face it as a community. Check out my Telegram and Facebook for daily updates, because this story is far from over. We're writing cryptocurrency history right now, and I want to be here with you when we find out how it ends.